First, a live look from our Skycam here at Broadcast Park. This is Collins Road Northeast, right here in Cedar Rapids. And we got to talk about this, folks. Everyone's talking about it. Too funky out there. I'm talking about that stench all around the city.
You are not imagining it. If you stepped outside at all, you likely noticed. We first told you about the strange smell last night. And at first it appeared that a malfunction at a treatment plant was to blame. But tonight we've learned this is actually normal.
Fox 28 News reporter Gabriela Vidal explains what is stinking up the place and why the weather is fanning the funk in tonight's Your Question, Your Answer.
Karen and Christopher, the Cedar Rapids water pollution control facility actually breaks down wastewater that accounts for an equivalence of 1.8 million residents. That's in part because the city also processes corn, soybeans, and cereal, which contributes to that waste. And when wastewater breaks down, there can be an odor that follows with that. Be it the city of 5 seasons or 5 smells.
I like to say it's the smell of environmental success.
One smell may be stronger right now than others.
It's called H2S. That's the main culprit.
That gas emits a sewer-like smell, but is a positive byproduct of waste breaking down at the city's water pollution control facility.
From the water perspective, the water's cleaner. You can smell it at small parts per million, small concentrations.
And the right weather conditions can cause those smells to linger into town.
One is the fact that we had what's known as a temperature inversion in place. You get the right conditions, it traps the layer of particles that make these smells close to the earth here, so they don't really disperse like they would typically.
Chief Meteorologist Terry Swale says cold, dense air and wind, common this time of year, also play a role.
It also limits the amount of mixing that takes place, so these smells have a really hard time dispersing.
Mike Kuhn says the odor could be much worse without these domes keeping gas inside. And they've invested $6.5 million to upgrade odor control equipment. He says the smell is safe in small amounts, but workers use this device to keep an eye on the odor.
So our internal policy is that at 10 parts per million, this thing will alarm. Wherever area they might be in the plant, they have to leave that area.
Now, mentioned before, the water treatment plant did say that they had a malfunction on one of their safety valves for one of their facilities, but they have backup processes to accommodate for that, and that did not affect the amount of odor that we felt last night and into today. Covering the corridor in Cedar Rapids, Gabriela Vidal, Fox 28 News at 9.